afternoon, Parker. My name is Logan Kirchhoff. Good to formally meet you. Let me show you. Sorry, it's bright. Here we are, 1508 Stony Brook. I know a lot about 1508 Stony Brook because earlier this year I sold 1510 Stony Brook. I sold that one for $237.5, which tells me that this one is quite a bit overpriced, but we'll get to that. What we're going to see inside are very comparable finishes to that one, so I really don't see why they think this one is worth so much more. But I digress. Let's take a look at what we've got. Here on the outside, the vinyl brick, everything so far looks like it's in pretty good shape. The roof is 40 years old. They had an insurance hail claim. You can see how there's a little bit of discoloration. Like this section here, you probably can't see it a little bit. Right in there, you can see how there's some mildew sort of growth. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Trying to zoom back out to normal. There we go. Good grief. Not a very good millennial, apparently. But yes, that little section there doesn't get a lot of sun. And so that mildew and growth will appear there, and there's not much we can do about it other than do a nice soft wash every now and then to mitigate it. Down here we've got a few little anger marks from a weed eater or something, it looks like. A few more over there. Sometimes VA will call that out. Most often they won't. So if it's something we want fixed, we'll have to ask for it during inspection. One other issue with this material on this fascia here, so it doesn't actually affect the usefulness of that fascia. It's still metal, but that type of product, I don't think it was a recall, but it was almost faulty. I've seen several houses around Warrensburg that used the same material back in the early 2000s, and it's just the paint coming off of it. So really just needs to be scraped and repainted. Might even be just as cheap to put on new fascia, but that's also something we could just negotiate. Oop, there's no gate on this side, so we're gonna head back around the other side. There's your sewer clean out right here in the front. Now, one great thing about a 2000 kind of an earlier home, we're gonna have, or later home, is that we're going to have, thermal insulated windows. We're gonna have fiberglass insulation in the attic instead of cellulose. A few more little dings down there on the siding from a weed eater, it looks like. Roof looks good. It's a great big AC condenser. They didn't cite they knew the... Oh, yes, they did. Yes, so this is original, which 17 years old. That is a pretty old unit, but it and the furnace are both old units. They did say they had it serviced twice a year by a local heating and cooling company named Fox, a very reputable company. But still, if you were to move forward on this one, we will let the inspector say how much life is left in them. I see one little nail pop right there, right in the middle, right there. You can kind of see how it's raised up. But aside from, that's an easy fix. Just pound it back down. If the nail head exposes, you just put some silicone or something on it. Everything back here looks pretty good. There's more of the same, more, you can see all along this bottom line. We went like a 20-foot section with none there, but down here, then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 spots broken. Need a downspout extension coming off that one. Obviously, here's the fence we were talking about. So, that's it. Let's head on inside, see what else we've got. Now, I actually have a listing coming up. Not quite across town. It's actually like 3 subdivisions over. But a very good neighborhood. We actually lived there ourselves for 3 years. So I actually really like the neighborhood. It's right by the movie theater, by Walmart. It's actually the closest subdivision to those amenities. But either way, I've just put an offer in for them yesterday, so we're waiting to hear back if they got it. If they do get it, their house will come up for sale, and, well, I'll give you first dibs. Now, here we are. So I'm just going to operate counterclockwise. Okay, so this is our little foyer when we come in. It is tiled. The tile looks like it's in pretty good shape. A couple leaves and things, but the tile itself is fine. Little linen closet once we come in, and then let's head to the right. So this is going to be all of our living quarters. All the bedrooms in the home are on this side of the house. So we're here. We've got a linen closet as soon as we come in on the right. Then we have our first bedroom, which has a nice kind of vault cathedral to the ceiling. It does have its own blinds. The closet is standard size. So not a huge bedroom, but will make a terrific office with all the natural light there. Continuing going counterclockwise, we have a little bit bigger bedroom than the last one, but still not huge. This one has a double closet, however. Give you a little bit bigger feel. No vault to the ceiling on this one, so you get a little bit bigger room, but a little lower ceilings, doesn't feel that much bigger. We have our hall bath. Oop, missed a light earlier. Here at the end of the hall. Actually, is that... Okay, fan works. That's what VA wants to see. Yeah, no real problems with it. A little bit outdated stone from 2007, but I'm just trying to think mentally in my head, what fixtures did the other one have that were upgraded compared to this one's, but they're pretty comparable. Like even this hallway, I think it's the same floor plan, just flipped. The garage was on this side on this one, and on that one, it's on the other side. Great thing about a slab is your laundry is always on the main floor. Here is the primary suite that overlooks the backyard. So definitely the biggest bedroom by far. Has a nice tray ceiling to it. We could put some recessed lights or something. But aside from being the biggest, it also has a gigantic walk-in closet. Here, I'll try to give you a little bit better view of it all. So, pretty good amount of space. More than I have in mine. And then we also have the ensuite bathroom as well, which is always helpful. This one looks like they put new marble in. So that's interesting that they did it with this one and not the other one. But double vanity, they went and put back the same old heads there, but oh well. It also has a small linen closet within this one. And then we have the stand-up shower. Pretty standard. Exhaust fan works in here too. Okay, we'll head on over to the common areas. So again, we're back here in this foyer area where we came in. And this is kind of your view off to the left when we come in. So you've got a great big vault here in this room, which makes it feel nice and large. Well, we can tell they repainted the ceiling. Good grief, they wrapped out and never took it down. Oh well, zoom back out. Anyway, these sellers, the ones that own it, are also licensed agents who built this home back in 2007, and then they've rented it out every year since then. So it has been a rental for 17 years. The owner has never lived here. But that being said, it's a good neighborhood. Most of their tenants more than likely were military for its proximity to getting back on the highway and for its size. Kind of a young airman's dream, I suspect. But this is our living room. Pretty good, pretty spacious area we're working with. It also has the bar kind of off of it, which is nice. You can easily access or communicate with people who are in the kitchen from there. You have your informal dining area just off the living room. This is, of course, to that backyard where we were. Now, in the flooring, I don't know if they had a spill or if they had like plants or something over here, but I can feel how this flooring is just slightly buckled, and it's really just right in here. When I was walking through turning on lights, I noticed it, and I didn't observe it anywhere else, but this is really the only spot where there's this luxury vinyl planking, and that's where I saw it. So, and it's really just on the connections where you can feel it, but I don't really see it over here. Anyway, we've got a Formica countertop just on top of some wood. Probably original appliances. Doesn't look like they've been replaced actually in there. So they're not anything special in terms of the appliances, but obviously they all still work to a degree. Don't know how good this one works. But so I honestly would probably value this one at a little bit less than the one that's next door. Now the other one that I said I thought would be a good fit for you that's just not on the market yet, it will be closer to this price range because it's in better shape. And it's got a 3-car garage. But regardless, that's the kitchen. We've got a 2-car garage. Electric panel, you've got 1 spot left on a 200 amp service. So that's good. Our attic access is out here too. Should also have our furnace and water heater. Nope, just, where's the furnace? Must be in the attic. Okay, and it's gas, so there's our water heater. Doesn't have a TPR discharge valve, so we'll need that for VA, but that's okay. That's a $5 fix. All right, and I believe that is the entire tour. So, thanks for joining me. I'll get this uploaded and sent to you ASAP.